Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and okay, well, welcome back to HDN. I feel like that by now I'm really going to have a lot of new ideas to come about, and I feel like that's well said because after all, I've just brainstormed at least 20 new ideas, so let's take some of them into action right away. I'm going to be talking about attendance for today's episode. So, what I got to say about that real quick is that there actually have been a couple life stories I might as well just disclose with a lot of people out there. Of course, I was just one of those many people out there to arrive to class on time at the time that I was in high school, or middle school, or elementary, or pre, or early childhood. I don't know how else to put it, but I mean, the system that has been going through for 14 consecutive years. That's right, I did have an extra 2 years to use for my education on the road to having a diploma, which I still got. I will say for sure that the many things about attendance that have taken place, including the systems that have gotten new innovations lately, and the fact that, well, the internet has become a really dependable factor amongst most educational systems. I will say that attendance is certainly going to be keeping high on its ground at all times. I fumbled up there. Now I will also point out that alongside the many other contributing factors that attendance happens to rely on a daily basis, at the time that I've been in school, of course, the system just simply goes like this. The high school that I come from has a 5-minute intermission session that takes place. So this way it gives plenty of people time to get to class on time or early or late, which of course would be considered a tardy. And after the bell is rung, everybody should have been in their seats, and of course those that end up coming through the door right when the bell rings, which it was electronic at the time, not traditional like it had been during elementary school. I mean, it was a lot different back then in terms of how it worked compared to how it did today. An electronic bell would go off though, and everybody would be in their seats, and if those who were to walk in right when it rings or after it rings would be considered tardy. And of course the system hasn't failed. Lots of people have gotten marked tardy, but many of us just continue to abide by these rules, so this way we can continue getting our education through, and so we don't have to suffer the consequences. But in any case, I sure do feel that anyone who is in school right now should get to know about some of the problems that I've seen some people do in terms of how attendance doesn't get through to some of people out there. But regardless, I feel like that anyone out there who is in fact going to be going to school in the next couple of years or so, whether or not this pandemic is going to let up or anything else, I sure do hope that people can get a knack out of something worth learning from, on my perspective. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.